Hey, what's up guys? It's Tryptophan with another video. In this one I'll be playing Spirit. This is a replay. I kinda like playing Spirit on replays just because on replays my mouse doesn't show. And that doesn't matter for Spirit because I'm not like attack moving through the mini-map and everything. So I like that a lot. Trying to figure out where to eco. I have absolutely no idea where I'm gonna eco. Just looking through the map. I think I ended up going back up just because there's multiple structures in the top left, so it's possible for him to go to another structure and completely skip over my structure, whereas if I'm in like another part of the map, it's very easy to go from one structure to the next consecutively, but this one you can kind of like skip it. So I decided here I went for the normal thing I do here to save some money on the walls by having a gate and fortress part of the walls. Before lanes are out, I just try and get a little bit of money out of my bank. You don't see it now, but I eventually put 100 minerals in there and I just leave it in there for a little bit. That gives me like a 10 mineral head start. It's not the biggest deal. Like, let's see. 1 mineral. 2 minerals. 3 minerals. 4 minerals. 5. Yeah, it's just not that much. Okay. And then I provide vision for my first outpost. Yeah, like, cause, oh yeah, it's Bracklings, so they have a little bit of extra HP, so I don't one-shot them. So I create a second cannon here. And I see he's like gathering up some lanes to attack me, and they're not like all in a big pile. So I create 2 shield batteries to see how much more I can kill. And then I'm going to do a little bit of micro here, where I just try and like snipe off the lanes. I didn't go close enough that time. That time 2 lanes attacked, but that's fine because it allows me to focus fire those 2 while the other ones are doing nothing. And that got me a good gas head start for not that much more minerals. Let's see. I basically had to buy 1 more cannon because of Brack and 2 shield batteries. So for the cost of 65 minerals, I got like 10 gas. It's pretty bad. Man, I was that close to losing the game. Thank God I blinked. If I had been playing Stukov, I probably would have died because Blink would have been on like G or something. For Stukov, the Blink's on G, so I might have like messed up. Yeah. Anyways, so I just tried to hide, regenerate my shields. I was a little bit nuts. Like I have 200, and I have plenty of gas, so I just want to be on 1 outpost for as long as possible, and then from there I just spam outposts the rest of the game. That way I can like jumpstart my eco, and then in the mid game the outposts are so free that you might as well just spam them, relatively speaking. Or, like 45 minerals is nothing in the early game, or is nothing in the mid game, but a ton in the early game. Actually it's like 35, 37 for an outpost. Here, I did that trick where I salvage, or not salvage, I withdraw all before the 10-second mark, so it also makes it safer. That, like if they had focus fired down the left market and I hadn't done that, I would have lost some money. So that's another reason to play that way. So then here I'm like, okay, I might as well just eco here. I was going to eco here, but then that's way too close to my outpost. And I know they've been focus firing me because like pretty much everything I make just dies. Meanwhile, the entire right side of the map is literally everyone else. So I just create an outpost like that. Early game, the gates and the pylon, or the bank and the pylon has the same amount of HP and shields. But once I get some HP upgrades, the pylons have more, so that's why I have it like this. I could have added some shield batteries though. Maybe a forge. That would have been better. Yeah, they rebuild the forge there. No upgrades still. Because I'm good on gas, so I want to just have as much minerals on an eco as possible. But my first upgrade is always 1 vision. I usually get like 3 vision, 3 life. Maybe 4 vision, 4 life. And then instead of getting damage upgrades and everything, I'll just build more cannons for DPS until late game. Because every upgrade, not only does it cost money, but it makes all your future cannons cost money too. So like if Zerg got +1 armor, I would need 3 damage upgrades to compensate, which is 600 minerals, plus all my future cans would cost 6 more minerals. And yeah, that's just a lot of money. It's way easier to like just build one more cannon at all my outposts. And then if they got like limb vision after that, then I have to buy like another. I'm not limb vision. If they bought like lean HP. What do you have to get? Another 2. Another armor, another 3. It just adds up so much, especially those later upgrades. This guy, he healed me. That was nice. I don't know if this has any impact in the game, but it would have been cool to say like, oh, I would have died later if he didn't heal me there. And this whole game would have looked different. So here, I mean, it's just one lane. I should have had that was a huge mistake. I should have had a withdraw all ready, like right when this was about to die, and then cancel it when I see the lane doesn't approach more.
I have met the enemy.
But that's also kind of risky too, right? Because like, what if they attack it later with another lane? I should have had the withdraw all too, but so like the same thing earlier, like have it done by the first 10-second one. I don't know. I don't think these are patrols. Is there a way to check? Yeah, they weren't patrols. That's one thing I'm trying to change about my Zerg playstyle is to have like when I create patrols, have it not just be one lane, because yeah. Here I'm like, screw this. I don't want to. This is a lot of gas, right? I think I put in like 3,000 gas minerals, so that's like 27 gas or something like that. 24 gas. Didn't want to cancel that, so I just defend it with cannons and shield batteries. Works pretty well. I think they attack it a few times and it stays up. Although, yeah, I don't know. I also knew they were gonna send a huge lane ball at this, so I'm like, okay, because they've been doing that all game, right? Like all my outposts are dead, even, and like everyone else is just being ignored, or whatever. So one thing you can do in that situation, instead of building like one small outpost, is just have one giant outpost and fight back against those lane balls. So that's why I'm creating bigger outposts in mid game. If I did that too early in the game, like that'd be 90% of the money, and I'd just be kicking myself out of the game. Yep. So huge lane ball, as I predicted. Especially because they see a market, so they're like, "Oh, well, gotta kill that." And I withdrew all. You didn't really see it, but I did. Yeah. So I got a ton of gas off that. And I don't think I lost like any ticks on my market, so it paid for itself really quickly. What do I do here? I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm at 10k minerals, a little bit above it, and almost at 60 gas. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the crystal ball. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more gas. I'm gonna get a luck factor, like 5.5 or 15.15. I forget what I do. I think 5.5, just so I can start ASAP. And then I put 10k minerals in. That way I can get like a really good return on this all. Yep. So luck factor 4. Not the best, but better than nothing. Then I put 10k minerals in. Like, that was literally all my money. Perfect macro. Okay.
Upgrade complete.
So I'm like, okay, 12k minerals, 15k minerals, yeah. If I got better luck too, I might have been like, oh, GG. 19k, yeah, it's like huge. I was like, ooh, I am ready to base soon. What's the max one? 25k, like it's just going up and up to the moon. Yeah, 32k minerals, and I'm like, okay, I have no gas to invest at all. So I put it all into the bank. I just did deposit all, and then I like spam withdraw 500 a few times. But because the bank takes 10 seconds to withdraw all, I really need to have like a bigger base around the bank so that I have 10 seconds to withdraw, or else you're at risk of losing everything. So that was a mistake here. I should have definitely done that. So I'm just banking up until I get like another 60 gas. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do the same strategy again. I'll do a crystal ball and yeah.
Upgrade complete.
And they're lane balling all my stuff, so I create bigger outposts, which, you know, it's all about what Zerg's doing. If they're not lane balling stuff, you just cannon or 2 cannons and a pylon. If they're lane balling everything, shield batteries and everything. And here I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get +1 range. I think it dies. I want a +1 range to protect the forge. Yeah. I think it dies. Rip. I keep losing my forge this game. It's like not that big of a deal, but it's like super frustrating because I feel like I just can't. I'm not playing the game. That lane was being annoying. One thing I like to do sometimes in this scenario. That is kind of annoying in that situation. I have this and I create like a. It looks, once that lane dies, it looks like I'm protecting my eco there, so they might like focus it, and then when they get there, they realize that, oh, there's nothing there, and they kind of waste their time.
Base is under attack.
So faking like little mini bases or like faking defended eco can be a really funny troll strategy sometimes.
Base is under attack.
So Zerg was last seen here. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just putting stuff in here. I'm like, okay, we got 10k minerals. I'm gonna do that again. Brack was last seen in top right. I've been paying attention on the main map, and then I'm like, oh shit, Brack comes with Hydras, and I am trying to withdraw all, but it's just not working. It's super slow. Wait, okay, let's go back a little bit. Did it like look like it froze to you guys too? Let's look. Yeah, so like legit Brack was here last scene, and then he beelines because I watched the replay. And like what I needed was like another outpost here or something. But yeah, so I withdraw all here. I'm a little bit slower on my market because I didn't really care about that 10k minerals. But this had, let me see. Like a ton of money. Okay, 40k minerals here, and another 10k in here. So I have 50k minerals here, right? This just hurts so much. Okay, but what I want, so I guess 52k already because it's so fast. Alright, so I'm withdrawing all. Did it just paused here? Why did it pause here? I still have the power and everything. That's a frustrating bug. I definitely wouldn't have gotten out in time, but like that removed any chances I had it withdrawing all, because so I'm like, rip, I lost 45k minerals and I have 270 minerals to my name, and like I'm looking at these other players and they don't have anything either. I'm like, oh god, this game is lost. There we had just nothing in bot right, so he just beelined across the map to my eco. He skipped the Stukov eco on the way. I was kind of tilted. Because like if they had built like 1 or 2 outposts on the way, I would have actually been prepared. But when the Zerg hunter's on the little opposite side of the map, I'm not very concerned about him sniping my eco. So anyways, yeah, I just invested 100 minerals in each market. I'm like, okay, I'm floating a bit of gas, so I'm gonna get a crystal ball for luck. And then it takes me a while, but I realize, oh, I should get a market for the free lottery tickets because I have way more gas than minerals. I don't see that changing for any.
Base is under attack.
I don't see that changing for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I'm just like kind of giving up.
Base
I
is
think at
under
this point, I was Google translating how to say I'm a gamer girl in Russian because I was talking to some Russians on Discord. I'm just trying
Base
to
is
troll a little
under
bit.
attack.
That's why my screen's not moving. But if you look around the map, like no one has much. Like this guy has a +32 chronode. He's a little bit behind. Oh, he has a Seiko too. He's a little bit. Like we just do not have enough for the 19-minute,
Base
40-second
is
mark.
under attack.
But spoiler, the game goes for 42 minutes. And I'm basically starting the game at like the 18-minute mark. God. Yeah, I'm like, well, those markets are kind of exposed, so I'll build some shield batteries. And then at this point, I'm like, well, I might as well make outposts to delay the game for my other teammates. Maybe that'll do something good, right? Like just maybe I can push Hunter away or something. But like I don't know. I had 250 minerals in a dream basically this game, and I didn't know how to realize the
Base is under
dream.
attack.
So you can tell I learned from my mistake. Like the Seiko, if I had an outpost here, I would have seen him coming, or like something here too.
Base is under attack.
So here's where I realized the casino. It took me like 3.5 minutes to realize how do I get back in this game is lottery tickets. And how you doing, Tryptophan? I'm feeling unlucky. Just kidding, I'm feeling lucky. I win the lottery. I'm back in the game. But pretty far behind, right? Because this is how much money I had at like minute 10 or whatever. And yeah, so I wait for those markets to finish. I get a crystal ball up. And I start working. So this crystal ball is also bugged this game too. I don't know if it's bugged in the beginning, but it like doesn't finish the upgrades. So yeah. Yeah. Right here. It just never finishes his upgrade. So that hurt a lot too, because I'm literally filling gas, so this luck is free to make my eco a lot better. And then, yeah, I'm just pouring money into this. I'm like, okay, we can base. I should have done the base paint. I'm really bad at using that. That Templar made this thing. Hold on, Templar. The base paint is bottom left right here. Declares the base location or game. Boom. Whoops. Yeah, I can't do it as the replay.
Upgrade complete.
This spot is so nice for basing too, just because like you got all these like high ground, low ground, high ground, low ground, where it's very close by air but very far by ground, and all Zerg units are pretty much ground except for like Raptors, which have no impact for me. So he's here. I'm trying to just spam some last minute upgrades. I'm at, you know, you can see there, but you can see here.
Complete.
I built a few more forges. I don't know where I built the other 2 forges. Just random other locations. This thing's stuck. Screw me over. And I'm just trying to make cannons as much as possible, get some upgrades, and put gas into markets. So when Zerg is attacking me, I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible in my eco, which is markets, not bank.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, I got back in this game pretty quickly. I'm like, oh shit, Banelines, and I blink over. So that means for the next 5 minutes I need to build in careful locations. I can't be like over here again. Okay. So I'm just trying to build here. There's no vision. There's like very little vision with those Hydras. But Hydras aren't very good at baking braces. If he went like roaches or pigas, I would have been way more screwed.
Upgrade complete.
Thank God he went right here. Well, never mind. Because he didn't really have much choice. If he just stays bottom the whole game, doesn't accomplish anything.
Upgrade complete.
But by going right, I get vision of him. See, like, we do not have much eco in this game. Base is breaking. I'm just trying to get some last minute upgrades and as many cannons as possible. I don't know what I'm not building right now.
Upgrade complete.
I didn't win the lottery again, did I? Because I've been
Upgrade complete.
occasionally spamming it. So yeah, I like literally 10 minutes ago, I had like 200 minerals to my name. Now I have like almost a maxed out spirit base, and the dream is alive.
Complete.
So here I'm waiting for one pylon to end making here. I create the second pylon
Upgrade
here,
complete.
just so that I can remove as much downtime as possible. Because spirit bases are mostly limited by time, like APM in making the base. Theoretically, you can make this base so fast if you're like perfect. It's not like Technician where you can have all the trainees building. Oh yeah, I also want to see this stuff. I'm like pretty sure this all sucks. I never use it, but it's cool. Ancient relic. I think it has like a 5% chance of making a clone or something like that, but sometimes it kills you. I have no idea what it does. Yeah, nothing else so special. This can kill you too. There's no pros except for you might be on the leaderboard at 33 beers, but like, you're not gonna get on the leaderboard. So many people have tried. You'd have to go game in and game out, just drinking. I really like when they do flamethrowers or the hairsprays at the entrance. The only reason I created those cans here is because my blink was not
Upgrade
yet
complete.
up, so I wanted more time to finish. This was a little bit risky because I don't have blink.
Base is
But
under attack.
I guess I'm just praying he won't attack. He has some
Upgrade
HP there.
complete.
Doesn't really accomplish anything.
Upgrade
So I mean,
complete.
this game did not go well for me, right? Because I lost all my eco and I was getting focused, but now it's going pretty well. Everyone has a decent amount of money. They're helping me with some like 1-1 Marines and whatnot, which you might be like, oh, 1-1 Marines are useless, but like with the spirit base behind them, like buying that extra 10 seconds of time while the units are just sitting there idle, killing the Marines, and my cannons are doing all this damage, it's like actually huge. So like even these 1-1 Marines are like super helpful. Did DT die here? Looked like he was losing HP, right? Was that just me? Like when no one was attacking him in this cloud? Maybe like a few Hydra shots were coming at him or something. Like I'm just making cannons. Also, I'll watch the team fight with my replay skills. Yeah, so unfortunately I didn't have enough towers here. Maybe I should have built more there. This is a more defensive location. This would have helped my team out more. So I'm not sure which one's better.
Upgrade complete.
Anyways, he might go all the way around. So I'm going to create cannons here. That way he has to spend time killing it. While these cannons and these cannons do damage for free. Same concept as the 1-1 Marines here. Where like, he only kills this row, but all this row is attacking. These two, or I guess they're columns. I'm building this way.
Upgrade
See, look at these 1-1 Marines. 1-2 Marines. They're basically killing the whole army. Because the cannons are helping. So, I mean, yeah, I stopped ecoing here. That was one thing I did. And I started ecoing over here. But that place isn't safe either, so To be fair to Brack, the Brack would have won this game if the Zagara was helping too. Or if he... I think he also needed different units like Pegos or
Upgrade
Roaches.
complete.
I'm assuming he had to build a decent amount of upgrades himself. I don't know. The Zagara has good creep. But the Brack really needed Zagara also pushing. Even when like Mass Lane would help. Also, don't play Zagara. Zagara is so weak. This guy's dead as hell
Upgrade
already.
complete.
Ooh. Not too shabby. I actually don't remember who lives died. I really just make cannons as fast as I can. I have no idea what's going on in these invites. There's no microing to do with Spirit. So I'm like... So a lot of it's like just learning from my mistakes. Like last time he just ran by and killed all the eco. This time I'm building like a good thing here. And then they can reinforce it with army that way and then move over here. I see the nerd might need, not the nerd, the DT. Might need shield batteries, so I built a few shield batteries there. And there's nothing more to build here, much. So just start building over here. And I noticed he's kind of low on HP. And he kind of traps himself here. So, oh yeah, so withdrawal here, of course. I think if he went forward and cleared that, he would have won the game. Because I don't think I can come back twice in one game from like no minerals. I don't know. Maybe I was floating a bit. I wasn't paying much attention. So I rebuild here. I'm just trying to rebuild faster than he can destroy. And so far, I've been doing that. So, yeah, I just try and
Upgrade
add
complete.
more cannons, more girth to my line here. I know if he goes bottom, I can focus fire him, and he'll lose even more HP. And then that will prevent him from ever bringing his hero, which makes it a lot easier to defend because he's not spawning units right on top of your towers, and he doesn't have a 20k HP tank with him that can also harden shell. Yeah, so yeah, right now I'm just trying to remove his escape path. Also, I could probably build these towers faster if I do like boom, 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 instead of like doing a whole line, whole line, whole line. That way my hero can build 2 towers at once instead of 1. Hopefully I explained that well. Like, look, even this that one hybrid destroyer, I was able to kill like 6 lanes and 2 hydras while that died. So that like one hybrid destroyer paid for itself so well. And I think here he mentions, yeah, he's playing alone. Zagara's not really helping him. I focus fire him a little bit here. And like, yeah, so now he has 5k HP. So if he ever comes back, like I can just focus fire him and he's dead. So at this point, like spirits and technicians are so much stronger because he has to run pretty far just to get in range of these with like melee units, so I get a lot of free damage. And yeah, so remember, yeah, so I think he just dies here, fortunately. The Zagara, I don't know if the Zagara left or like what, just wasn't playing. I'm kind of curious, but we went from literally nothing to actually win this game, which I thought was pretty cool. I wonder if when he said he was playing alone, he just meant like alone.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Number 6.
Our allies are under attack.
Okay, so there's definitely not AFK here. He's clearing other parts of the
Allies
map.
are in combat.
Yeah, it's just like, let me see. Imagine there's just not much else on the map. Like, the Zagara should be focused on the base, which is how we won. And Even if there was like eco over here, they can always salvage and remake it in the base. So it's not. Yeah, like he needs to be helping Brack out. But I mean, this is a pub. You can't expect premium level skill in a pub. And this guy's like pretty good creep, right? So like, he's almost touched the wall. Man, he's only cut in 2 places, but he's like almost there in like 5 different other places. This is why. This is one of the reasons that Zagar is so weak. Like Isha can make a creep highway to a base. Niagara and Fagor can just, you know, go whenever they want. I did not notice this ever. What is the point of that? Is he gonna eco someone else? That's kind of cool. Is he gonna recall a middle?
Our allies are in combat.
Either way, it's eating up a ton of Zag's time.
Our forces have met the
Yeah,
enemy.
like, this is a little. In terms of importance of survivors winning the game, this is way more impactful than that one. Little cloud just
Our
chasing around.
allies are in combat. A creep tumor is under attack. Our forces have met the enemy in combat. A creep tumor is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Oh yeah, so yeah, basically all the other defenders can actually attack a base. Glevik's a little bit harder, but he, you know, he has infestors to help push in certain ways. See, like, look at those ghosts. Like, my towers end up not dying because of those ghosts. Yeah, well, yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for this video. Oh, I can go over my upgrade thought process. So, like, what was I... So, obviously, when I was making this base, I was very starved on... What was I starved on? Minerals, right?
Upgrade complete.
So, I could not buy all the upgrades, which means I had to pick and choose which ones are more important. And I chose life and range. That's the 2 biggest things. I only need a little bit of vision just to see them, just so I can have vision of something to attack. But range allows me to have a ton of towers attacking, whereas vision doesn't really... Like, I just need a little bit of vision just to see them. More vision doesn't really help me too much, but range does, as it allows me to have more rows attacking turrets. And then life too, just so I can help tank and everything else. Once I have a ton of range, like attack speed and damage are of course very good. But like, I'm going from 2 shotting lanes to 2 shotting lanes. Like, it's not that big of a deal to get these damage upgrades. Attack speed is a little bit helpful too. If you're ever 3 hitting lanes because you have 0 damage and they have like 3 armor, then yeah, you need like the 2 damage upgrades or whatever. But by then you should be maxed, in all honesty. So yeah, I prioritize ranged, then like life, damage, attack speed, just a little bit of vision. Once I realized like I'm gonna get all my upgrades, I just started getting everything. And if you ever have the opportunity to make your cannons and then get upgrades, do that just because it saves you some money. Because as we were talking about earlier, my cannons at the beginning of the game costed 25 minerals and like plus 2 per upgrade. Now they cost 89 per cannon, which is a decent amount. Like, that adds up when I'm making hundreds per game. Alright, well, GG guys, see you next video.